Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spring 2021 edition of CSC 231 Introduction to Data Structures Online Edition. So I am your instructor. I'm Dr. Lucas Lehman. I'm with the Computer Science Department, and this is my fifth time teaching the course, I think, and the second time where it has been offered fully online. So this is the first of many video lectures that you will receive from my broadcast studio here in my garage. This video is just going to give you an overview of the course, what to expect, where to get more information, and perhaps most importantly, how to connect with me, your instructor. Because if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's that even though this is an online course and it's asynchronous, meaning we don't meet at any specific time, I am always here. Okay, I am always here for you to reach out to via email and via text message, and we'll talk about that later. But I'm here, you're there. The secret to success in this course is being in touch with one another. So please, please, if you remember nothing else from this course, remember that I am here and that more than anything, I want you to reach out to me with questions, concerns, when you're stuck, when you're contemplating your life choices, anything at all. I'm here even if we're not talking in real time. And we could be if that's what you need. All right, so let's talk about the course. All right, what is this course about? Well, let's compare it to CSC 131. CSC 131 taught you the syntax of programming, right? The nuts and bolts, the real basic stuff, right? If you were a chef in the kitchen, you learned how to use the cutting board, you learned how to get things out of the refrigerator and make them into a nice soup, etc., etc. Real basic stuff, right? In CSC 131, you learned the basic building blocks of every computer program. You learned about data, you learned about variables, you learned about if statements, else statements, you learned all about loops, which is everybody's favorite. You learned about functions, how to print things to the screen, all that good stuff that we use, kind of the real rudimentary things to write computer programs that eventually, and those things are at the basis of every single program you use. And now we're going to start taking those tools that are in your toolbox or knives that are in your chef's drawer and the ingredients in your pantry, and we're going to start combining them in maybe a little bit of a mature way. Instead of saying, hey, learn how to use the hammer, we're going to say, hey, take your hammer and your nails and go over there and build me a birdhouse, kind of thing, right? So taking the tools you've learned and using them to solve problems, right? All right, so what are we going to study? Kind of like what's the theme amongst all the different things we're studying? So this course has the very attractive name, Introduction to Data Structures. And what that means is what we're going to the theme of what we do is we will be studying storing data, searching data, and sorting data because every single real world computer application does these things. Right? That is the purpose of all computers. All computers store data. They store information, whether that information is social security numbers or tax records or pictures on Tinder or videos on YouTube or games in Unity, whatever they are. It's all just data. It's all just ones and zeros that are in the machine. And the machine, the computer, manipulates that data and does some computation upon it, right? That's what it does, right? But data is key. You have to work with data. And when you go out into the real world and you start applying solving problems with data, with big data, with like, I don't know, millions of bank transactions if you work at a financial firm like we have here where a lot of our graduates go. If you're working with billions of pixels that are being rendered in your movie, you have to have some concern about how do I organize that data in the machine? What does that look like, right? Because we need to be able to search that data, right? Think about Google. How does Google search trillions of records of web pages or billions of records? Do you think they have a list with a for loop that goes through it? No, of course they don't. They could, but you'd never finish. So how data is kind of organized in a computer and using computer programs is really important for solving every problem that you can solve with a computer. Okay, so all that's kind of nebulous right now, but we will get into some concrete examples throughout the semester. All right, you are also going to raise your maturity level to not just be people who program things and do what the instructor tells them, but starting to know, like, all right, what's the best way to solve this problem? So not only getting the desired output that's going to get you an A for the assignment, but what's the right way to do it? It's not just getting the answer. There are good ways and there are bad ways. And we'll talk about how to distinguish between those two things in this class. Okay? So again, what's this class about? In 131, you learned the nuts and bolts of programming. In this class, you're going to learn how to build stuff, how to be just a little bit more mature in your programming. Okay? All right, so your learning goals, the stated learning goals of this course: how to use data structures and algorithms to solve common computing problems. Algorithms are steps, right? And there are steps, well-known steps for solving certain types of problems, and we will talk about those. Data structures refer to how you organize code, or how you organize your data in the code. And that's probably not something you've thought much about, but that is the subject of this course, so we will get into it until the bitter end. You will understand what is going on under the hood of the program. Okay, so right now, you write a Python program or any computer program, and you click the run button, and it does stuff. And you hope it does the right stuff and gives you the output you want, right? But as computer programmers, what you need to understand is when you press that run button, what exactly is happening? Like how these little characters that you've got on the screen get translated into things that a computer, which is a piece of electrified silicon, right? How does your typing get translated into something that stores information? And when you do something like, say, for X in the list, print X, what happens there, right? Like, what does that mean in terms of the actual hardware components that you've got on your computer? We're going to learn about that. We're going to talk about that kind of almost right straight away. And the reason is you need to have a good mental model of what's going on inside the computer under the hood of a program in order to understand trade-offs of doing things the right way or the wrong way. Okay? You are going to be able to decompose problems and abstract solutions you have already seen and apply them to new problems. Okay, so again, this is more like, hey, Mrs. Programmer, Ms. Programmer, Mr. Programmer, I want you to build me a birdhouse. Not the 131 style of first get 5 nails, then take hammer, then smash nail into piece of wood, right? We're not going to have that. We're going to have build me a birdhouse. You know how to build things. You know how to build walls. You know how to strike with a hammer. Same sort of thing. We're going to decompose problems. I will give you a problem, and you'll say, okay, well, let's break that down into the major constituent parts I need to solve it. And once I've broken it down, you'll start to say, wait a minute, I've done something similar to this before. How can I adapt what I've done before into this new scenario? That's building your expertise as programmers and as problem solvers. That's the definition of expertise. You've had experience. How can you adapt your experience to solve a new problem where maybe your old solution doesn't quite fit? Okay. Finally, big thing, you need to become good debuggers of your code. Okay. You hit run and nothing happens. Crap, what's wrong? You hit run and you get the output you don't expect. Crap, what's wrong? You need to be able to solve those problems. And when I say that, I mean not just by pasting the error message into Google. That's part of what you can do, but that's not good enough, right? And I don't mean, oh, let me just delete a few lines of code here and there and hope that that fixes it. No, you're going to have to think about how your code is executing. And that kind of goes back to point number 2 here. If you can think about how your code is executing and and have a good mental model of what it means to run a program, it becomes so much easier to debug your code. And frankly, debugging your code is one of the most important skills you can possibly have as a developer. All right, so that's like super high level. What's this course about? Hopefully, so I just realized I have not been displaying the slides. So I have been talking to the slides, but not showing them to you. Let me pull them up. There you go. So I just talked through, embarrassingly, the first handful of slides here. You know, what is this course about? Learning goals. Okay, so you can kind of go back and look at them, and I apologize. First day of class ain't great for me either. Anyway, that's what the course looks like, or what we're talking about. What will this course be like for you as the student? Okay, what can you expect? I will organize this course into weekly modules. So you're going to have new stuff every week. I'm going to post video lectures like this one to YouTube prior to Monday and link them to Canvas. Okay, so everything's going to be on YouTube, but you will get to it through Canvas. I put it on YouTube because everybody's got YouTube on their phone, on all their devices. You can look at it whenever you want, right? I will warn you now and remind you later. You will be seeing videos that I have recorded in earlier semesters, but they are for you. They are for students in this class. Okay, I think they're good. If I thought they were terrible, I will redo them. Okay, so just so you know, I'm here, but you may be getting some stuff I've recorded before. In addition to these like videos where I explain things, I'll post the slides. So these slides and all slides will be on Canvas. You'll have worksheets sometimes, and all relevant assignments will be on Canvas. Okay. So Canvas, Canvas, Canvas. You will usually have a homework assignment due Sunday night. And when I say usually, I mean pretty much every week this semester you will have a homework assignment due on Sunday night. Okay, so just be aware of that. And the class is going to be entirely asynchronous. We will not meet in person. We will not have synchronous online Zoom meetings. There's no attendance per se. Really, all you need to do is week by week do your work. Okay, and I'll show you in a second what a good success, how to structure your week by week work. Now, this is a 4-credit course, okay, and you have to work. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, this course is a big deal. If you are a computer science, the only people in this courses are computer science majors, computer science minors, and digital arts majors. This is a required class. This is a class where it's part of your major. It's core to you. You're going to have to work in this course. And even if you had good programming experience before, if you succeeded in 131, or maybe you came in with some programming experience and 131 was easy for you, you're going to work in this class. Even the best programmers are going to work in this class. And that's mostly because the work is just different, right? That's one thing. You're going to be programming kind of different stuff. The other reason is that you learn programming and you learn Python as you learn any skill or any language, and that's through practice. So I make you work. It's a lot of work. I don't apologize for it. It's just part of learning, right? And this is also a course that's going to decide for some of you if you want to be in computer science and digital arts or not. And I hope the answer is yes. And actually, I've heard, I would say that people who are in this class who are on the fence, some of you are in this class and you're going forward, it doesn't matter. Great. I'm happy for you. And I want to work with everybody. I'm not trying to scare anybody away here. But you're going to work. And some of you are going to get into the work and you're going to say, not for me. And some of you are going to get into the work and you're going to say, you know what? I like this kind of thing. Okay, and you're going to be able to commit. This course will decide it for you. Some of you may have already been decided, but this course, if you're on the fence, it's going to decide it for you. So if you enjoy the work, you're in good shape. Okay, but you are going to work. Okay. When I say work, what do I mean? I mean this course is programming intensive. From the end of this video to the end of the semester, you are going to be writing code. Okay, you must be able to program in Python to pass this course. You're not going to be able to fake it. You're not going to be able to hide it. Even though this is online and asynchronous, you're not going to get through without having decent coding skills. Okay. If you made it out of 131, you have the requisite programming skills. You are going to be stressed in your programming ability, and that's intentional. Okay, you're going to get better. You're going to learn more and you're going to do better, but you're not going to be able to skimp and rely on other people and rely on the internet. If you are a major or a minor in computer science or a DA major, you have to earn a C in this course to progress in the programming curriculum. Okay, you got to get a C or better. You will not earn a C by Googling your homework assignments. It's just not going to happen. The course isn't structured that way. You have to learn how to solve programming problems using your own brain. It's inescapable. So this course, it's tough, but it's fair. You will, I will share some reviews with you that students gave. It's hard. It's a hard course, but if you put in the work, you'll get there. Okay. The problem is if you get behind in the work. Okay. And I know that's a tall order. This is an online class, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. Okay. All right. What do people learn in this class? Obviously, you want to be over here, right? You want to be to the left of C. Well, C is okay too, but you want to be over here. All right. You don't want to be up to the right. This means if you're over here, C minus or less, you can't go on. Okay. More than half the people are over here, so that's good. You got to do the work. That's the main thing. If you don't do the work, or if you get woefully behind in your work, which is a real danger in this asynchronous online class, if you get woefully behind, you're not going to make it over here. Okay, this is not an A for effort class. I'm sorry to say. This is a C for effort class. C means average. Okay, that's what it means by definition. C is average competence in the grade. C for effort. C for doing what you're supposed to do. B's and A's for being good at it. Okay, that's the way it's set up. It's the way it should be in every class. This is not an easy A class. I'm sorry. But you again, if you do the work, you will be up here. So rely on that. These are people who don't do the work for one reason or the other. That's what's going to distinguish you. Okay, and I am here to help you get A if you want it. Right? I will work with you to death to make sure that you are getting the grade you want to. But if you're not doing the work, I'm not going to do the work to help you, to put it bluntly, right? But if you're doing the work, I'm going to work with you as much as you need, okay? All right, how to get help. Most important thing, this is an asynchronous online class. We're not going to meet in person. Frankly, I don't like it. I wouldn't be teaching like this if it weren't a pandemic. We learn better in the classroom. There's no bones about it, right? How to get in touch with me, though. How do you do it? You can always email me. There's my email. There will be a tutoring lab that does like virtual tutoring. They'll have some hours up. But most importantly, how do you get in touch with me? We are going to use an application called Slack. Okay, Slack is, some of you have probably already used it. It's just team, kind of a team chatting app. If you've used Discord, it's kind of similar to that. But I use it in this class, one, for a couple of reasons. Well, one, because Slack is used all throughout the software development industry, so you might as well get used to it. Two, it's really handy for like sharing code and files and things like that. Okay, we can have private chats on there. We can have public channels. So you're going to download Slack. Okay, here's the link. And feel free to do this right now if you don't have it already. Download Slack. Here's a really ugly looking link for how to get into our specific Slack for this class. And then I want you to join the hash CSC 231 channel. That's where we're going to be, right? Join the channel. That's where you all can chat publicly and discuss things about the class, ask general questions for me. I'm going to be monitoring this thing almost all the time, right? You can also directly message me, right? There's direct messages down here. You double click this and you send it to me. And me and only I see me and only me, I and only I, whatever it is. I'm a CS major, not an English major. um, you can send me direct messages and they're completely private. This is the best way to get help. So please take advantage of this. I can give you synchronous, real-time help using this tool, okay? If I'm at my desk and available, which most of the time I'm going to be, okay? So get this tool installed. This link and information on how to do that, it's all in the syllabus, okay? All right. Now, how to be successful in this course. If the number one most important thing of this video lecture is I need you to feel free to contact me anytime you have questions, this is the second most important thing. Here is your weekly schedule for success, okay? By Monday, I will have posted the weekly module to Canvas. It's going to have all the videos, worksheets, everything you need for the week. You will have, again, a weekly homework assignment nearly every week that is going to be due Sunday night. So here's what your week should look like. Do the module content Monday and Tuesday. I know that's a tall order, right? Watch all the videos, do any readings, do the worksheets these days. Okay. On Tuesday, start your homework assignment. Okay. You have 11 homework assignments this semester, I believe, and they're all almost all are programming oriented. Start early. The reason you will start early is because inevitably in every homework assignment, you will get stuck on something. Okay. When you get stuck on that something, you want it to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that you can reach out to me, Slack and email, and I can get you unstuck and I can explain away any confusions. If you wait until Friday to start, you may not get stuck until Friday night or Saturday or, Lord forbid, Sunday. Then it's too late, right? I don't guarantee that I'll be able to help you, after hours and on Saturday and Sunday. I can't make that guarantee. So you want to hit your roadblock if you're going to encounter one early in the week, right? Now I know this is a tall order, but you should print this slide out and stick it above your computer, right? And I know it's nonsensical and you've got 3 or 4 other courses, but really, if you want to succeed in this course, you want to do it this way, okay? If you leave reading and your homework until Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you don't have a chance. I'm sorry. It's going to be really tough for you, okay? But don't take it from me. I asked everybody, so we offered this course in fall of 2020, last semester, to students, and it was the same format, asynchronous online. And I asked them in their course evaluations, now that you have gone through the course, what recommendations would you make to future students to help them be successful in this asynchronous online course? I'm going to post what they said verbatim so you can read it. But the themes are, start working early in the week. Good. Follow this schedule. Okay. Watch all the videos. I'm giving you those videos not just because I like recording them, but because they are there to help you, right? You must watch them all. And they're on YouTube, so you can watch them many times if you need to, right? Or you can go back and pause and think and rewind and all that good stuff. You must watch the videos. And do not hesitate to reach out to me, okay? This is how you will get through this asynchronous online course. If we were in person, I would be in there, cracking the whip and making sure everybody's getting their work done, and you would be able to very easily ask me questions and things like that. Now it's a lot more incumbent upon you, the asynchronous online worker, to take your maturity level up and do these things, okay? All right, let's, A lot of talking. This video is much longer than most of the others will be. I try and break my videos down into little segments. Um, but let's kind of get through the end here and talk about course policy and where to go for stuff. All right. Course website. I run this whole course through Canvas. Go there. I will be posting everything on there. First order of business for you is to go there and read the syllabus. Okay, read it. I know that every instructor says it. Read it. It is the contract between me and you. It outlines everything that I will do. It outlines everything you will have to do as well. Okay, go there. Um, I post announcements on Canvas for things like when modules are updated, when assignments are due, when grades are posted. I post reminders. Make sure that you are getting notifications from Canvas through your email or through the Canvas mobile app if you happen to have it on your phone. Okay, but make sure you have notifications turned on. It is your responsibility to monitor Canvas and to monitor your university email for information for this course. Okay. All right. Textbook. There is a book. It is required, but it is free and it is entirely online. Okay, go to the syllabus and the links are there. If you're a person who wants print copies, there are print versions in the bookstore, campus bookstore, and you can get them, online wherever. Again, the textbook, if you want to use the online version, it is free, but it is required. It's going to help complement the video lectures, help complement the homeworks, just give you another perspective on the information I'll be giving you. Grading! Oh my goodness, grading, the most important thing, right? How does this course shake down? 35% of your course grade are programming assignments and other homework. Okay, these things are for you to practice concepts. They are big, they are challenging, they will make you better problem solvers and better coders. This is how you learn the stuff. Okay, you'll be introduced to it in lectures. You will apply it in the assignments. Okay, the assignments are there to help you learn. They're not there to punish you, they are there to help you learn. They are kind of there to help check how much you've learned, but more they're there for you to learn. These are challenging assignments. They can be. Um, 35% of your grade. 45% of your grade are quizzes. Nearly every week you will have a quiz on material from the previous week. It's an online quiz. You can complete it at any time, but they are usually timed. Okay, they make up the bulk of your grade. The reason that I choose to do quizzes is individual quizzes are kind of lower stakes, right? There's a lot of quizzes. There's like 10 or so, right? But you can bomb one and still make it up on the rest, right? So they're lower stakes. They're self-paced. Well, they're not self-paced. You'll be time limited, but you can take them whenever you want. 5% of your grade are reading quizzes. These are mostly participation. Are you paying attention to the homeworks and the reading, or excuse me, to the videos and the reading assignments? These are effectively free points to help keep you on track. And then a final exam, 15%, it is basically a large quiz, right? So it's not an outsized weighting of the rest of your work. But if you think about this, right, examine this grading scheme between the reading, the quizzes, and the programming assignments, 85% of your grade is determined before the final exam. Okay, so your performance throughout the semester is what's going to determine your final grade, not one or two big exams. Okay, so you want to start strong, continue, do well throughout. If you get behind, it's going to hurt. Okay, so if you know you're getting behind, you got to reach out to me right away. Okay, we got to talk, we got to get you straightened up. If something happens, family emergency, something going on outside of class, got to reach out to me. Okay, don't let it fester. You got to keep up, and that'll be successful. You will be successful. All right, honor code things. This is all in the syllabus. I'm trying to distill it here for you. Collaboration. You can discuss things with your peers. You can talk about concepts and things. You may not share code, period. You may not share code, including for completed assignments. If you have any doubts about what you can talk about with your friends and classmates, just ask. I won't be mad. I promise. Okay. But You can discuss things, but you cannot share code. You cannot share answers to problems, that sort of thing. Okay. When in doubt, just ask me. I'm not going to be mad. I encourage you to talk to your fellows. Okay. Cheating. Obtaining answers from any source other than your own brain is cheating. Seeking out solutions to assignments is cheating. Plain and simple. You cheat, you fail the assignment, and you get an honor code violation report. It's that simple. Again, if you're in doubt, ask me. I'll let you know if it's okay or not. But you shouldn't need to cheat. If you're keeping up on time, and if you're asking me, I welcome any and all questions, right? There are no stupid questions, really. Ask me. I will help you. You shouldn't need to cheat. Plagiarism, submitting code solutions from the internet is prohibited. Okay? You find code on the internet and it appears in your code, that's plagiarism. That's F and honor code violation. So don't do it. Again, I know you're going to go to Google and you're going to look up some help. Okay. Copying code you find or translating it, not okay. Okay. You got to understand that stuff. And it's gonna out you in the end anyway. You may be able to find answers to certain things, not many, frankly. You may be able to find answers to certain things on the internet for your homeworks. Even if I don't detect it, which I'm very good at detecting it, it's going to come and bite you in the quizzes and the final exam. You're not going to be able to cheat on those, right? So if you don't get it and you're getting it just from the internet or someone else somehow, it'll come out in the wash. So just don't do it, okay? Please, just don't do it. Let me work with you to get you where you want to be with your grade. Personal proficiency. Again, I just said this. You will do poorly in this course if you get all your answers from the internet or study partners or friends or things like that, okay? Don't do it. The course is designed to test you, not your ability to Google, okay? And it does do that. All right. Due dates and attendance. Late and missed assignments or quizzes receive a 0 unless you have an excused reason. Okay. That said, I can be flexible. You're traveling home to take care of mom because she's sick. Let me know. You're completely overwhelmed this week with homework and assignments. Let me know. Let's talk about it. Okay. Don't surprise me with a late assignment. I don't like that. Assignments due, you're going to get a 0 unless there's a good reason for it. Okay. Missing the final exam gives you a course grade of F. So you got to take the final, is what that's saying. You got to take the final, no matter what. If you got 300% grade, but you don't take the final, you're going to fail the course. Okay. Got to take the final. Other than that, though, there's no thing in this course as attendance, right? You either turn in the work on time or you don't. Class and testing accommodations. So if you are a student with disability register with the Disability Resource Center, get me your accommodation letter ASAP. Okay. Whew. All right. Again, this is kind of a long video. Hopefully the rest won't be so bad. That said, okay, this is the first day of class, first week of class. You do have some things due on January 24th, which is Sunday. That's your first assignment. Assignment 0 is due. You can find all of these things on Canvas. What do you need to do? Read the syllabus. Complete quiz 0 on the syllabus. Did you actually read it and understand the important parts? There's a questionnaire I would like you to complete, also on Canvas. And then finally, complete assignment 0, which is setting up PyCharm. And the next video we'll discuss PyCharm a little bit. All these things together that you got here should take you 30 minutes. Okay, they're not big by any stretch, but do them. Okay. The first real assignment is not due until January 31st, the following week, but it is posted in case you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs and you're just itching and ready to go. And especially if you were someone who took CSC 131, maybe not last semester, but a while ago, or you really didn't do well in CSC 131, maybe get started on assignment 1 now, have a peek at it, see what's going on there. All right, so that's the course overview. A lot of stuff, a lot of blabber. Again, reach out to me. I'm here for you. Reach out on Slack, reach out by email. And I look forward to a great semester, and I look forward to one day meeting some of you in person. All right, take care and have a good rest of your day.